Right, good morning everybody, I'm David Wood for BagUpTV. We are on our way today to Aston Ponds for the it's a match that Gary Brinsdale and his father I think are running, and it's fish for, what is it? Can't remember. There's a Facebook site, Fish for Info or something like that, I think it's called. And he's running a match on there. It's a 50 pegger, it's 30 quid to enter, and there's going to be £500 for the winner. They're paying also late winners and section prizes as well, so it's a decent match, good turnout, and great match there, run by Gary and all them lot at Aston, so looking forward to it. Just had a nice breakfast at picnics in Eckersfield, so not too far from me. First time I've been there and all, so pretty decent. So all full up to the day. No, we don't need no snack box today. What have I got? A couple of drinks, a couple of Oasis drinks, a couple of chocolate bars. That's it. That's how good the diet is today. So, Aston, not been there for quite a while. The last time I fished it, I fished that Club King Quailfier or something like that it were. And I think that was £1,000 for winner, so they do some good matches at Aston. And I won my section anyway, I had £34, mostly of hide and what have you. So I ain't got no bait with me at the moment, I'm just going to see what peg I get drawn. It's on butts, bills, and lanter I think it's on, and I've been trying to find a bit of information. They're saying that it's all round about the same sort of fish. I've just talked to Carl Roberts in Cafe and he says that they're catching on paste and stuff like that, but I don't know, I can't fish paste very well. I'm not a massive fan of it, so my plan is anyway, probably if I get on there, it'll probably be a crosswick pole, dark track on pole, dark margins, and that's all you can pretty do. They're like snake legs anyway. If I get a peg where I brought a little feeder rod, 10-foot little feeder rod, and if I get one of the pegs, I think there's about 4 or 5 pegs where you can't reach the far bank with a pole, it's too long. I think it's about 17-18 metres wide. And if I get one of them pegs, then I've got a little feeder what I can just chuck to the far bank. So that's it, quite simple. I'll get my bait once I've drawn. You've got to use their feed pellets and what have you anyway, so we'll get that stuff when we get there. Just checking, make sure I've got my wallet. That's it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get a good draw and get it won. 500 schnicker, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Let's see.
Nothing best. You alright? Good. Right.
System with me, Dave. Bill's 5 mate.
What's he got? What's he got?
5 or 4. Will be, mate. Well, how it goes. Here we are on peg 5 on bills at Aston Ponds. It looks quite nice. It's only about 10 metres across to other bank. So I'm going to fish down the middle with caster. I'm going to fish across with pellets. Maybe change that to maggots later on, depending on how that goes. It's quite a nice day at the moment, but we might be getting some rain later on. So we'll just see how it goes. I'll just turn it around. You can have a look at the old peg. So that's it really. I'm just going to fish up to that stick up there. Oh, look, little fish move there. Down track this side, I think probably in that dark shadow bit, so I know where I'm fishing to. That'll be on caster, and then probably down edge somewhere down that side. Possibly there, might be a bit close, but look at that there with all that cut out. That looks lovely, doesn't it? But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to start just short. See if we can pick some fish up, feed that out there and see what happens. Got all my bait, 3 keep nets in. Got my bait. I've got to use Aston Park pellets. I've got some 6mm there, they've just got a bit of oil on them. Got some corn, dead maggots. Got some of these, what I've pumped up, 6mm and then 4mm there. And then I've got my casters. I've got some more casters down there, look. And then I've just got some micros as well, and they're just Aston Park micros, and I've got a bit of sloppy ground bait just in case. Love box wise, nothing in the box, just a couple of bits of old chocolate, Kit Kat and a Snickers. Went for a breakfast this morning, and quite nice, at Carl Roberts' sister's gaff picnic, I think it's called, in Eckersfield. It was nice, so somewhere where I'm going again. I think it's £50 a net. Anyway, we're just about to start. The wind's getting up, so we'll see how we get on. were a hot one. Right, we finished. Weighed in 60 pounds, 10 ounces. The guy next door to me packed up. He went home. The guy in the first peg in the corner, he had 63 pounds. So he's done me. And then further down, I think there were 100. Yeah, Carl Roberts had 109. Started off really well. Started catching them chub and hide, and then I started trying to chase. I don't know what's happening with my eyes. I can't really see. They're hurting right bad from sun. So yeah, started off catching them hide. Then I started chasing carp on far bank and all sorts. And I shouldn't have done really. I should have just kept doing what I was doing. I probably had about £75 of them hide and chub and what have you on caster. And then I started catching a few down edge, but it were hard work across. I couldn't catch across, so it were a bit strange. I just need to know, because I don't fish it that often, when it goes dead, you know, need to know what everyone else does. And they were saying that the fish paste and all sorts of stuff. And Stephen Foster on our lake further up, he's fished paste across, and he's had 150 odd pounds. So, and he's caught proper carp as well. So I don't know, maybe, you know, just a bit out of source of Aston Pond. Thought I was going to catch well on caster, and I did catch well on caster, and then I just couldn't back it up with any carp really. I had a few carp down edge, but they just weren't coming quick enough, and I was putting ground bait in and maggots, and yeah, I just couldn't get it. And that last hour, the last hour of the match, I must have only had about £4 or £5. It was terrible, and that's where I bloody lost it, to be honest. Yeah, I just couldn't catch out in that last hour, so it's lost me a bit of money, that, to be honest. I don't know what he would pay. I don't think I'd had 109 really, what won our section, but you never know, do you? So that's it, yeah. And Jeff Walker's rang me. He's had a bit of bad news from Chapeltown and District. The aerator that was at New Begin, someone's gone up the other night and stolen it. Obviously the aerators are in the lake. There's only about 3, but then there's a system at the back somewhere, and I don't know whereabouts it is, but there's a system what makes it all work together, and someone's gone up and stolen that. So well done. But if you know anybody about that, or selling an aerator or machinery like that, then get in contact with Chapeltown and District, because I'm sure that they've reported it to the police, and see if they can get any information on to get it blooming back, because I don't know what anyone's going to do with that. But yeah, and it's put all the fish in blooming, it's red hot, so it's they're trying to run around and get stuff and get the aerators on and all that for fish, so they're just idiots, aren't they, people what do that. But yeah, if you know any information, contact Chapeltown and District, and I'm sure they'll be happy for the info on that. But yeah, really enjoyed Aston today. Something different on the pole. I didn't pick a feeder rod up, so yeah, something different. My blooming arms hurting from firing all them blooming casters in though. I just caught on jigger and caught shallow, and then caught a few down edge, but it weren't enough. I think that's Stephen Foster's one. He's saying someone else has got 4 keep nets in round over the corner, but he'll be there or thereabouts. So if I get the results, I'll put them up for you now so you can have a quick look. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Hats, hoodies, t-shirts all available. Something different for you there. A bit of pole fishing. Really enjoyed it. Not picking a rod up, but you can see why people go feeder fishing these days. You ain't got to get much bait. You know, it's easy on the bank balance as well. I must have spent, you know, 4 pints of casters. That's not cheap, is it? Pint of maggots. Then you got to get your pellets on top as well. So they're not cheap when you're buying that amount of stuff. And I suppose that's why feeder fishing's quite popular. Is you don't need much bait, you don't need much stuff, and you know, you plop it out and sit back, don't you? Really. I know there's a bit more to it than that, but yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Keep on bagging.